I'm in downtown Salem, Oregon at the Waterfront Park. Let's see, boat ramp closed for maintenance. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, 9:32 a.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time, Wednesday, April 10th, 2019. The Willamette River is very high, not officially flood stage, but pretty darn high. It's supposed to peak in a couple hours, but it's also supposed to start raining in a couple hours. So I'm down here beating the weather. Interesting view. Notice how it's flowing from left to right, which is northbound. So I hate it when people say up north, because in most of Oregon, up is actually south and north is down. But try explaining that to people, it doesn't go very well. Anyway, it's very dirty water. Usually the Willamette River is much smaller and not nearly as fast, not nearly as wide either. Usually there's a pretty good bank over there on the other side where people go fishing and boat ramps, etc. It's all closed right now because of the danger from the high water level. Let's see here. So here's the bridges. You can see the pillars are all surrounded by water. That's normal for those middle pillars, but over towards the edge they'd normally be relatively dry. Whoops. Natural gas pipeline. Speed limit 5 miles per hour for boats. I think the water level's going faster than that. You could get in your inner tube and go faster than 5 miles per hour. Probably be a bad idea today. Notice the red lights to warn boat pilots. That noise is from natural gas flowing through a pipe. It goes underneath the Willamette River here. No trespassing. So even though this is city property, it's really steep here. They don't want people falling down, getting hurt or anything like that. Even when the water level's low, you're not supposed to be down below here. Kind of disappointing. It would make a nice park, but it's kind of nice the way it is too. Sure, the squirrels don't mind. Okay. English ivy on the trees here. It's an invasive species here, but most people don't do anything about it. It takes work to get rid of that stuff. I just chop it to pieces, throw it away. So here's the next bridge. I always forget which one's the Center Street Bridge and which one's the Marion Street Bridge, but anyway, here's one of the two bridges. Kind of like the holes in the middle. I like to line them up here. I'm looking through the bridge. I have X-ray vision. Kind of interesting shape. Not sure if there's a story how they picked that shape or anything, but if it works, it works. So this used to be a railroad bridge. They call it the Union Street Bridge because it's in line with where Union Street is, but I don't think it was ever a car bridge. It was a railroad bridge. Now it's abandoned pedestrian bicycle bridge. So over on past the metal part where it's a wooden trestle type bridge, that's not normally wet. That's normally dry ground. And then over to the left where that pink tree is, I think that's a cherry tree or whatever, that's all normally dry land. Same with all those green trees right there. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, that's normally dry land there. So the water level is really, really high. In fact, I heard that whole park is closed, but obviously the bridge is open, so I'm gonna walk over there, see how close I can legally get without getting a Darwin Award. Looks like fun. Luckily I got plenty of battery life for my camera, so let's see how it goes. Which actually is kind of obvious, because if you look here, there's a sign over there. It's like along the road there. So obviously they don't normally put signs like that for boaters in the middle of the Willamette River. Although in Detroit Lake they do have a floating outhouse, but yeah, we're nowhere near Detroit Lake right now. In fact, ironically, Detroit Lake I heard is really low right now. Anyway, there's another no trespassing sign. It's like every sign we pass, it's no trespassing, keep out. As you can see, this railroad bridge, it used to be a drawbridge with that center span going straight up and down. In the middle of there used to be a cab for the operator to operate the bridge. The counterweights are still up there. I think the motors have been removed. Yeah, I think the motors were inside the operator's cab. But yeah, they've changed it a bit when they removed the railroad tracks and put in a flat deck for pedestrians to walk on, bicyclists to ride on. I don't know what this outcropping is for. I don't remember what was there before. Wow, here's another tree totally covered with English ivy and stuff. It's kind of ugly actually, but in another way it looks kind of cool. That's how nature fights to the death. So here I am looking southbound of the Willamette River. See that stern wheeler, the Willamette Queen again. This bridge would make a really good jungle gym, but it's illegal to climb it. I'm afraid of heights, of course, but I bet other people would be willing to climb it if it were allowed. Luckily, we have pretty low crime around here, so this bridge hasn't been covered in graffiti. In another town, a bridge like this would have been covered in spray paint pretty quick. Yeah, see? This is where the stairs go, where they used to have a cab for the drawbridge to operate. Now they have it blocked off. There's not really any reason for anybody to legitimately go up there. So the drawbridge doesn't work. Oops. Oh, perfect timing. Some people in the... There's a blob of sticks coming down. I hope that's not a bird nest. Let's see here. I guess I'll go around these people. Oh, perfect timing. It's a lot noisier here because the water is so fast. Sounds like the ocean. Not quite the same. There's a lot of background noise from all the roads crossing the other two bridges. I mean, all the cars crossing the other two bridges. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in lower water level, all the way to there would be dry land. So it's really, and of course you can see that's a road over there underwater. I'm heading that way. I think that's a fire hydrant there. I'm not expecting any fires today. Look at that, there's a pole for artificial lighting over there. Sticking out, I wonder if that still works.